first things first, welcome guys. Quick introductions.
I'm Ethan, and this is...
I'm Jemima. Nice to meet you.
And we're April Darling.
Yeah,
April
cool.
Darling.
So first things first, how did you guys meet?
It's a pretty funny story. So we met in music production class last year in our first year of uni. And basically I was like late to class, and the only spot that was left in class was like next to Jemima.
Yep.
And then we did like our icebreakers to start the class off, and we just got to know each other. And then we both figured out we both make music and both live on the Gold Coast. So we were like, let's meet up and work on some music together sometime.
Yeah. And then we like trained down together and like shared music and stuff. And then we were like, oh, why don't we just make songs together?
Yeah.
And it just was a vibe.
Cool.
Pretty much.
I like that you went, oh yes, this slacker is the one that I want to be
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
Cool, and so what's the story behind the name April Darling? Where does that come from?
So we like met like at like around April, like that time. So we were kind of just like, huh, why don't we like play around with like that kind of name of like the month?
Yeah,
And
no,
then-
I just like, I like the word darling, and I didn't know any bands that had that word in it.
Yeah.
Like, that could be cool. Put April and that word together, April Darling.
Put them together.
That's what it
Make
sounded
a
cool.
make a nice.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep.
Yeah, super deep.
Super deep. Over
April Darling.
Over coffee. Yeah.
Cool. And what has been the lyric in your music that's resonated with you the most? What's the story behind it?
Ooh, it's a hard one.
I think, well, for me, I mean, I help write some of the lyrics, but Jemima writes most of them. But I think my favorite one that she's written is actually in our upcoming like next single that we're gonna release, and it's in the first verse, and it's like, save your heart from kisses that just leave you scars. Pretend I'm not around. Your gravity just brings me down. And I think it's just like a cool kind of wordplay, and I don't know, I just like the way it sounds in the song. I think it's cool.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jemima?
Oh, that's a hard one, but I'd probably say from like debut single, I'd probably say like the Take Me Out lyric, because it's like a really interesting concept of having someone like steal you away for like a day, take you out and go on an adventure.
Fair enough. And the upcoming single, that seems like quite a deep line. Where did that come from?
Ooh, we kind of just like jammed and like, oh, the upcoming single, yeah.
The lyric that I was talking
Oh,
about.
yes.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't really know.
I don't know, you write lyrics pretty quickly, I feel like.
I do. They kind of just
float
like,
out of her.
yeah, it's like a form of processing like what you go through. Like I don't even realize half the time like the stuff that I'm like experiencing, and then I just write lyrics, and then it just comes out like easily.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
because with that one, I made like the basis of like the instrumental for it, and she just came around one time. I played it for her, and she just like wrote lyrics super quickly, and then
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Cool. Does your work have a specific intention? Are you in the music more to make music, or is it, you know, deeper rooted? There's some message that you want to put out to the world.
I think the message we want to put out is kind of just everyone can just everyone can just be themselves, and like making music like two different kind of like worlds like becoming one. It's just like helped make that a realization for us, like to just make music together and just make it like everyone can do it. Everyone can enjoy
because
it.
we kind of come from very different like styles.
Yeah,
'Cause
exactly.
I started as like an electronic kind of producer, which I still do, and then she's like more singer-songwriter. So yeah, I think it's kind of our message would almost be just embrace anything that you're interested in. Just we like to experiment with fusing genres together and stuff. So pretty much just be creative. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really cool. And what would you say inspires you in the music apart from this embracing the different? You know, other musicians or things in your life? Where's inspiration come from?
Yeah, definitely like other musicians, and like we both had parents that were like gigging when we were like kids, and so like my parents used to gig when I was like a kid, and like I'd watch them and stuff, and then you had like a dad who's...
Yeah, my dad was like in a band and stuff, and I used to watch him play all the time. He
Yeah.
got me into playing music originally. And then, yeah, I think ever since then, just been like a big music fan as well as a music maker.
Yeah.
And I think our kind of inspiration just comes from a fusion of just all the different artists we listen to and just what we like about each of those artists.
Yeah, definitely.
And who are some of the artists that you listen to?
My favorite is Mitski. She's like half American, half Japanese. So she's one of my faves, and I got like most of my lyrical inspiration from her because she uses like a lot of metaphors and like stuff in her lyrical writing. So I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I'd probably say for me personally, well, actually for both of us, we get a lot of inspiration from like Remy Wolf, Saint Vincent for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And Caroline Polachek I've been really getting into as well. And then sometimes when I do production and like reference mixes, I get inspiration from Dua Lipa because I like how clean the sound is in the production and stuff like that.
A little bit deeper. Do you think that music and art shape society? How does it do that, or how does it not?
Good question.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think definitely. I mean, as I said previously, yeah, I think like art, I think art reflects life, and then in turn, like life will reflect art. And I think most of our society is based on engaging with art, and then that's how like people form connections with each other, is talking about it.
Yeah, and it's like it's also like relatable. Like people relate to
Yeah.
music, so it's like you get groups of people that relate to like this one sort of music because they all can like, relate to it.
Just get something out of it,
Yeah, they all can. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to just express emotions.
Yeah.
So I think art is very deep rooted in life in general, I think.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you said it.
Yeah.
Anything to add?
No, I think you hit the nail on the head there.
Cool.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, that is it, guys. So thank you for coming in. I hope you've had a fun experience.
Yeah.
And very quickly as well, any idea on when that new single is going to be out?
Well, we're actually doing a recording for it tonight, and that'll be like finishing touches. So hopefully soon. Like,
Yeah,
if
like
we can
really
finish it
soon.
like this week probably, then I don't know,
Maybe within like a
month-ish or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We won't set anything in stone, but soon.
You'll find out
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
page.
Indeed.
Cool. Well, thank you for coming in, guys. We look forward to hearing that single.
Awesome. And where can people find you?
We're April Darling. You can find us on Instagram at It's April Darling
Yep.
with 2 G's.
2 G's at the end, because
Yes.
why not? And
And you can find us on Instagram. I mean, YouTube, April
YouTube.
Darling. And
Facebook.
TikTok is also April Darling,
Darling?
Music. Oh no, it's April. It's April Darling
Yep.
with 2 G's.
get the TikTok.
And also go listen to our debut single, Human Thief, which you find on Spotify and Apple Music and every other streaming service.
Yes.